is a non-partisan position, which effectively means that any candidate that wants to be true to the position and wants to be true to the community and wants to do the job diligently has to be an independent candidate. I am an independent candidate. I have no affiliations with any political party. I've had no dealings with the police, and I am not a bureaucrat from the former police authority. Because it's a non-partisan position and there is need to represent people impartially, I personally feel that any candidate that's representing a political party is effectively taking members of the public for granted and effectively playing on the intelligence of people. Because the very nature of political parties imply that people will fall into separate groups. There is a place for party politics, but policing transcends party politics. And that's an important thing that I would appreciate that people would take on board. I have no particular problems with other party politicians, apart from the fact that when it comes to policing, we have to realize that this is the most significant police reform that will happen in our lifetime. And we are about to set a precedent. And please make it one that we want generations to come to be able to follow. And which is why the way forward, the best approach, is to have me as an independent candidate that will listen to people, engage people in certain local priorities, ensure the policing needs of people are met, and tackle crime, tackle it effectively. One of the issues that is of great concern to us all is the issue of crime. And it's so important to be able to address this by prioritizing locally what the needs of each community effectively is, because the Thames Valley area is a vast area. For instance, I have been made to understand of certain issues here in terms of crime, burglary, issues about wildlife that's peculiar to this area, for instance, the wildlife issue compared to other parts. But in order to be able to empower people and ensure that policing needs are met, you understand, it's good for this to be handled as a non-partisan role. Now, talking about my qualifications, I have worked, in terms of my qualifications, I have masters in IT, I have Prince 2 qualification as a project manager, and the experience I have gathered in the course of working in various roles, they will come to play if elected as a PCC. Now, one of the key things I'd like to mention is this. As an experienced project manager, I have been exposed to basic constraints, key constraints of time, money, and scope. So and those are part of the challenges that one will face as a PCC, But I have learned to use whatever available resources I have access to achieve the best result. I would also mention the fact that I have always been passionate about the community, about people, about justice, and you would agree with me that women have a special way of seeing issues from a different perspective to men. And even when we don't, we normally would not stress the fact that we hardly say we will do it better, we can do things better. But But I always like it when men agree that yes, we did it very well and better than they thought. Because at the end of the day, they help us and we work together to get what will be done. And I also have to mention the fact that as a woman and someone of the ethnic minority, I have been exposed to all kinds of injustices. It makes me very sensitive to what it is and will help me to better understand when people complain to me. Because I have been receiving emails from...
Thank you, Patience. We've got 5 minutes then. We now have 15